Today's lesson is 9.7, synthetic division. So we came up with this method to help us divide when your divisor is a binomial that has only an x value. It can't have a 2x or a 3x or a 4x. But it works for those where you have x plus or x minus a number. These are the 8 steps that we're going to do. And the nice thing about Alex is they do a couple of the steps for you. Because a couple of these steps, if you started reading them, they're just setup, how to set up the problem. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write the known zero in the house. And I'm going to show you how to find the known zero. But ultimately, Alex has already done this for you. They've already put the known zero for you in the house. You're going to second list out all the coefficients. Alex will have done that for you. And then you're going to start with step 3. You're going to bring down the first coefficient. You just bring it down and place it in its place. Then we're going to start multiplying. We're going to start multiplying the first coefficient by the house number. And we're going to write the product of that multiplication under the second coefficient. We're going to add down, put our answer, and then we're going to start repeating until we get to the end. Once we're at the end, we're going to use our final numbers to write our polynomial for our answer. Here we go. So today's examples have come straight from your Alex assignment, and so this is how it looks for you guys. Steps 1 and 2 are already done for you. They have taken the known zero. Here's where we get the known zero. Basically what we're going to do, or what Alex has done for you, it has taken the equation x plus 5 and it set it equal to 0, and it solved that equation by subtracting 5 from both sides, giving you x equals -5. And if you take a look right here, this is the house, and they've already placed the number in the house. The second step is to list out the coefficients. We're listing out the coefficients of this polynomial in order from x to the third down to our constant of -7. So notice they have put all of the coefficients under there for you. And you can start with step 3. One thing to keep in mind before we go and we get to the end, you need to know what the x's are for these. Okay, so one thing that I like to do, and I like to just kind of put it up here on the top, is just remind myself that this was x to the third. So then this one was x squared, this one was x, and then the -5 was the constant. They always go down in order, 3, then 2, then 1, then none. All right, so here we go. Let's start following the steps. You're going to take your first coefficient and you're going to bring it down. Now I'm showing you with an arrow that we're bringing it down. You guys are just going to type in that number. Now you're going to go ahead and you're going to start multiplying. You're going to multiply the house number times this number, and you're going to put that answer right here. So -5 times -1 would be +5. You're then going to go ahead and add these together. You're going to add these together. 0 plus 5 is 5. And now we're at the point where we repeat. We're going to repeat our multiplication. So the house number times the bottom number equals, and we put it right here. So -5 times +5 is -25. You're going to add down. That would be -1. Excuse me. I have to repeat one more time because of the last boxes right here. -5 times -1 would be +5. I'm going to add one more time. -5 and 5 is 0. This down here at the bottom is my answer. I just have to know how to place it into these two boxes. The degree of my original polynomial is this number right here. Okay, there's my degree. And that's why I put the x to the third right here. When I come down here and I start dividing, they're one less. So this is x squared. This is x. The next number, the -1 that's next, is the constant. And this one right here is going to be my remainder. And then sometimes you like to see it like this. But it's not necessary. You're not going to be able to add that to Alex. Here's what you're going to put for your answer. You're going to put negative x squared plus 5x minus 1, and you're going to put the 0 right here. Let's go ahead and try just a couple of more just to make sure that you've got the whole process down. So example 2, same thing. Here is here's where they found their 0. So just for your general information, what they did to find the house number is they set that divided by part, the x minus 4 equal to 0. They added 4 to both sides, and this is why you see 4 in the house. All of the numbers here came from the coefficients right there. And just to remind myself, this is x cubed, x squared, this is x, and the last one is the constant. It has no x. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the process again. I'm going to bring down the first one. I like to do the arrows to remind myself, hey, just bring it down and copy it. Don't do anything else. I'm now going to start my multiplication. So 4 times -1. I always multiply the house times the number at the bottom, and then I put their answer, those are equal signs, underneath the next coefficient. I'm going to go ahead and add these two together, which gives me +1. And I'm just going to repeat that until I get to the end. So the house times my new number, 4 times 1 is 4. I'm going to add these two together. That would be -2. I'm going to multiply one last time. I put the answer right here. I'm going to add them together, and once again, I get 0. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's going to happen every time. No, not really. It's just happened twice. It's just a coincidence. All right, remember that you do need to know what your variable is going to be, and it's going to be one less. So it was x squared or x cubed up here, so it's going to be x squared down here. And then x, your constant, and this one is your remainder. The last one is always your remainder. Let me box it off. So my answer is going to be -x squared plus x minus 2. You probably could put the ones in there, and Alex would probably take it. And then you're just going to put the 0 here in the box. All right. Oh, I forgot to show you guys where I got the degree from. There's the degree right there. All right, so last one. This one has a degree of 4. Let me go ahead and circle it so that I don't forget. And my house number is going to be, this is how they got it. I can already see that it's 4 because I can already see it right here. These numbers here came from my coefficients. The 0 came because there was no x term right in between here, and so that's why the 0 is there. And now I can just go ahead and I can start the process of doing the synthetic division. Bring down the first number and start multiplying. So the house times the bottom number would be -4. Add inside. You always add inside. That's all you're going to do. Add and multiply, add and multiply. And we get 4. And we're going to multiply here. 4 times 4 is 16. I'm going to add these two together, which gives me -1. And I'm just going to keep repeating my multiplication until I get to the end. Yes. One more time. Oh, I forgot to add. 0 plus negative 4 is negative 4. And negative 4 plus times negative 4 is negative 16. Add them together, and I get 0 again at the end. All right, so the circle, the green circle for my degree is going to remind me that this is x to the fourth, so this one down here is x to the third. This is x to the third, so this is x squared. This is x squared, so this is x. This is x, so this is the constant. My 16 is my constant, so this one here is my remainder. All right, now I just have to write my answer. Negative x to the third plus 4x squared minus x minus 4, and 0 has been my remainder the whole time.